Good evening, St. Augustine. How do you like that? Troy has never looked so good.
Right? Look at that. So Blake has changed how we see the production camera.
Yeah.
So I don't see the full screen anymore, so I can't count us in, and I didn't think about that until after I had started the sequence.
But we done did it.
We did it.
All right. Nothing to it.
I mean, we
Nothing
got the landing.
Troy and Blake are still in the 7-inning stretch somewhere in middle America. I think they made it back to Georgia after that washout at the Bristol Motor Speedway.
Yep.
And they will be back here early tomorrow morning to tell you all about it.
I can't wait.
But before we get there, Amanda and I are going to have some fun today. And, before we do that, we're no fools. We're going to make some money here.
Of course.
In the Bozard Ford studio.
Welcome to the Bozard Ford studio for Bollocks this evening. It's not Talks and Tangents.
No. We do a half-an-hour Talks and Tangents on Thursday, and we've cut our drinking back dramatically, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on...
You're in the main studio. It feels wrong to drink it.
I know. Yeah, I know. But I don't know if you noticed, I did get a set of beautiful 4 embossed Bollocks glasses.
They are gorgeous.
Aren't they nice?
Yeah,
so we need to drink more, I think.
I think so.
Okay, I think that's a plan.
We should institute that in the morning, too. Start the day off right.
Make the day go smooth, right into your early morning nap. Right, exactly. I'd be asleep by 11.
Right. Perfect.
Okay. Well, let's talk about our fabulous sponsors.
Let's do that.
Okay. Would you like to go?
You said. We said you first.
Fine. In that case, for over 20 years, A to Z Roofing and Waterproofing has been St. Augustine's trusted name in roofing. From cedar shake and tile to flat roofs and designer shingles, they've got you covered, literally. Specializing in painted metal roofs for saltwater area homes with warranties up to 25 years. And here's the tough one. Cedar shake shingle warranties up to 50 years. And A to Z puts customer satisfaction first always. Free estimates, top tier materials, and service you can count on. Visit A to Z Roofing and Waterproofing.com. A to Z Roofing, protecting homes from the top down.
Absolutely. We've got Mr. Electric. Need a trusted electrician in St. Augustine? Call Mr. Electric of St. Augustine, a local veteran-owned business providing expert residential and commercial electrical services across St. John's, Flagler, and Putnam counties. From panel upgrades and lighting installs to safety inspections and EV chargers, their licensed pros do it all with upfront pricing and satisfaction guaranteed, backed by the neighborly done right promise. Flexible scheduling, no surprises, just dependable hometown service. Call 904-289-1217 today or visit them online to request service. That's 904-289-1217. Mr. Electric of St. Augustine, your local power experts.
You know, from the road, they're hectoring us. Troy is watching and he's going, wait, you got to do it. We got you. Keep your eyes on the road, please. Train professionals. Don't try this at home. And meanwhile, and when you don't want to do it at home, these neighborhood diners are more than just a place to eat. They're where hospitality blooms and friends gather. Bring your own or make new ones. The coffee is always hot, the smiles are genuine, and the food tastes like home. Every meal is a chance to make memories, share stories, and create bonds that last a lifetime. It's not just about the food on the plate, but the community that comes together at the table. Come see us at Moultrie Creek Diner or Anastasia Diner. Tell them Andy sent you. And we had a great breakfast there on, I think it was Saturday.
Yeah.
Might have been Sunday, but it was a couple days ago. Yeah. Julie and I went there. We go
Andy
there.
Always does it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's a lovely place.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Another lovely place is Bozard Ford Lincoln in St. Augustine. Their goal is to make sure your time and experience buying a car is stress-free, fun, and enjoyable. Bozard is a family-owned Ford dealership that's been in business since 1949. Bozard Ford Lincoln has been the recipient of numerous dealer awards, including being ranked #1 automotive dealership in the nation by Dealer Rater. Bozard Ford has also won back-to-back President's Awards, which is the highest honor given by Ford Motor Company. Check them out today online at bozardford.com or head on down there and visit with Bo and Letty. They are amazing.
And along with Bozard Ford and A to Z Roofing, Anastasia, and Moultrie Diner and Mr. Electric, we have other sponsors that keep us in business.
Yes.
And we appreciate them.
We do.
Yes, we do. So we've got Brightway Insurance, St. Augustine Pirate and Treasure Museum, Anastasia Construction, The Saint, Solar Stick, Bear Kresge and Associates, Powell Heating and Air Conditioning. I just signed up with them for my maintenance contract.
Yeah.
Well, if they support us, I feel it's only fair to support them. Meehan's, a lovely place to be. A.D. Davis Construction, Land Title of America, where you can catch their show on Wednesdays, but I think they're taking a couple of weeks off, so if you don't see them this Wednesday, leave them alone.
They still give a crap. It's okay.
Exactly, right, exactly. And St. Augustine Distillery, and of course, Kaiser's Deli on the Curloive on Anastasia Boulevard at 4 White Street.
Yes. I just got an email from Brightway Insurance. I've got to update my information for my homeowner's policy. So,
I just read a headline in the paper that insurance premiums are coming down in Florida. I will be delighted when I see that because I haven't seen that. They keep going that way.
Yeah, that and taxes.
Mm-hmm.
I just saw that this has been, I don't know if I should even say it. This hurricane season, they always predict.
Yes.
The upcoming hurricane season is going to be the worst one. Going to be the worst one ever. Well, they quietly whispered on social media that it's been the slowest start of a hurricane season.
Don't pox it.
That's what I'm saying.
Come on.
I shouldn't even report on it, but that's what they're saying.
And I do get a kick out of the fact that the first people that always tell you it's going to be active or inactive, they're in Colorado.
Yeah, they don't care.
Exactly. The wind ain't getting there.
I know.
So it's pretty interesting as far as that's concerned.
Yeah.
But so far so good.
Yeah.
Right.
Troy says we always lead with Bozard.
Yeah, I know.
Whoopsies.
But we did mention Bozard Ford Studio.
We did. We did lead with the Bozard Ford Studio.
But the question is, who's actually driving if he's watching?
Some say save the best for last.
I'm with you on that one.
Say.
Shake it up a little bit.
I mean,
I don't think they're going to be overly upset. We see very nice things about them.
I'm the substitute teacher. You can't be too mad at me.
Exactly. Right. Gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be back in a half an hour. Thank you very much.
Bring in the AV cart.
That's exactly right. Oh, a film strip. Do they even have film strips anymore?
Oh, so I was in elementary school the last time someone busted out the pull down the screen and have to wire the film strip around. It was like 5th grade was the last time I saw that.
I haven't said that word in 1,000 years.
They'd bring out the tube TV that was belted to the cart.
Right. Get a hernia trying to lift it.
I think that was the first time I ever saw a ratchet strap because I did not grow up on a farm.
Yeah.
It was the AV TV that got rolled in when we had a substitute.
All right. So we got a lot of things that we can talk about today. Yeah. What would you like to talk about today?
I want to talk about, since we have traveling hosts and producers watching, why don't we do the 25 places to visit in the U.S.?
Okay, the top 25 places. Now, of course, this is by TripAdvisor, so take that into consideration. But by that same token, I don't pox them because we moved down here, and according to TripAdvisor, Pizza Time on St. George Street was the number 2 pizzeria in America.
Yeah?
I think that was on volume, probably.
Yeah, maybe.
And it could have been just from the Nights of Lights because that line goes down the entire length of St. George Street. They turn the lights on. Everybody says, "Ooh, that's nice." And then everybody goes to get online at Pizza Time.
Yeah.
Ooh, what a business they run there. All right. You and I looked at the list, and we've been to a lot of these places, too.
We have. I can vouch.
Yep. So, and...
Do you want to start from the bottom up?
Ooh, could save the best for last.
Yeah.
See, like what we did with Bozard today.
Yeah,
See, that makes perfect sense.
It's the theme of the night.
Yep. Basically, you're saying we're ass backwards, but okay, I'm with you on that one. Because that's my modus operandi.
We're the only 2 members that aren't family members of the 904 crew, and we're the ones working tonight.
There you go.
All right. Cool.
The first one is the Griffith Observatory in Los Angeles.
All right.
It's that...
I have not been there. Is that the really pretty glass building?
No, it's a domed building on top of the park in Griffith Park. And it's in so many movie scenes. I'm trying to remember. Adele did a concert.
Yeah.
Adele did a concert there. She did a live concert at the Griffith Park.
It's kind of surprising that it's in Los Angeles. It's the triple domes. It's got a big dome in the middle and 2 domes on the side. So yeah, I have seen this one.
Yeah, it's very pretty. And
we don't have the ability to show you guys. I'm very sorry.
Right. Because Amanda is producer and director today because our producer and director is saying, "Keep your eyes on the road, Dad. We want to get home in one piece."
And he's texting in the comments. I agree. St. Augie's is the best.
Okay.
Our sponsored. Still the best.
Exactly. And we'll get the Stoyam set tomorrow for trivia.
Yes.
All right. Someplace that I haven't been to that I would really like to go to, even though it is in Texas, is the San Antonio River. Texas? I'm too short, I'm too liberal, and I don't have enough guns. And the big hat would come down way over my ears.
I think it's just, you're fine with all of it as long as you're not mouthy about it. That's the problem. It's the mouthy.
Have you met me?
Yes. It's not that you're short. It's not that you're liberal. It's that you're too mouthy.
Well, and that's why I'm smart enough to stay out of the Middle East and out of Northern Ireland. Because I have questions to ask.
Don't do that. I have
questions to ask.
Don't do that.
It's been 5,000 years. You're not over it yet? So...
No comment. Non-controversial. What's the next one?
I tried.
San Antonio
the Riverwalk. I hear it's very beautiful. It winds through there. And I'd like to see the Alamo.
My friend is in the Army. She's a colonel in the Army. And so when she was a new mom going through basic, I was a new mom. Our firstborn are 8 weeks apart. And so they had already gotten their cat to Germany where they were going to be stationed. They had their dogs with them. They were going to fly with them to Germany. And they had one more cat they had to get to Germany. And they were like, well, we'll buy you a plane ticket for you and Isabella to come to Texas. And then we can say goodbye and we'll show you around San Antonio and you can bring our cat. And that's how I became part of the TSA training for how to properly check a cat into an airport. That's a story that's been told on the air a few times. I can tell you another time. So yeah, it went terribly trying to go through TSA with the cat, but I did get to go to the San Antonio Riverwalk, and it is beautiful. And the Alamo is fun. I do think it's hilarious.
Small, right?
It is. It's pretty small.
Yeah.
I think it's hilarious that it is now the permanent home of Pee Wee Herman's bike.
The Alamo.
They have bought it, so it will be at the Alamo finally. Because Pee Wee's big adventure was that his bike was stolen. And that it was in the basement of the Alamo. So he was trying to get to the Alamo.
Okay, 2 questions. One, the Alamo has a basement?
It does not.
Okay. Okay.
When he asks, when are we going to go to the basement? Everybody laughs at him about, there's no basement to the Alamo.
Okay.
So yeah.
And then, isn't it a national monument?
Yeah.
So the federal government bought Pee Wee's bike?
Well, there's like an endowment.
Okay, fine. All right.
Bought the bike.
And Friends of the Alamo.
Yeah,
okay,
and it's
that makes sense.
now going to be the permanent home for the bike from Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure.
Okay.
And I think that's perfect.
I think that's wonderful.
It's a perfect clash of national parks and pop culture.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, and that was the Alamo is a fabulous movie. And no spoiler alerts because everybody knows how it ends.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not well.
I haven't seen the movie.
Oh, it's a good movie. It's old.
I already knew how to end it.
Mid-60s.
Okay.
Mid-60s, yeah. It's tough.
An intense one?
Yes. Graceland is number 23.
I haven't been.
Been there. Been to the Jungle Room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I imagine there are stories.
With about 12 or 13 other people as we were walking through.
I don't know if that makes it better.
No. I did try to go upstairs to the bathroom, but there were velvet ropes everywhere.
Yeah.
A lot of his jumpsuits in the museum attached to it.
Okay.
But yeah, interesting. It's sitting right there on the street, big street now.
Yeah.
And then across the street is everything Graceland adjacent. He's got one of his planes there.
Okay.
There's a place where you can get your peanut butter, banana, and bacon sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
And it was very interesting. A lot of, it was sort of reminded me of an old girlfriend's house because her house had,
Okay.
That those vinyl covers for the couches.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Everywhere?
Yeah. Well, in Graceland, I can understand it. At my girlfriend's house, yeah, it was not so great.
I think those were there for you.
Yeah, well, I think they predated me, and I think they may still have been there.
They post-dated you?
I'm pretty sure. Excuse me. Right. Horseshoe Bend, which you said you've been to.
Yeah, so
In Page, Arizona.
2021, we did an Arizona adventure. My parents, my grandmother, and my 3 kids. My husband wasn't able to go. He was in college at the time. And so one of the adventures that we did was a river rafting excursion. It's very gentle river rafting excursion.
No rapids. They were all a one.
We were
That's
in
good.
a raft. There were no rapids. But we did the river, did the Horseshoe Bend, and made it all the way to, I guess it's the start of the Grand Canyon is where we came out. It was like the very further southernmost point of the canyon. At least that's what they told us, which sounded cool
good.
at the time. And so we got out there. But yeah, the Horseshoe Bend is really cool. You're at the water level.
Yeah.
It's cool that you're in it, but you still have to drive past it to get the cool pictures.
Okay, right. You got to look
in
back.
order to see that you're in the Horseshoe Bend. Because when you're at level, it's just, you're in the canyon in the whole time.
Right.
And so, it doesn't look too different from the water level, but once you get out and you backtrack on the road, there's a little lookout. It's like, we were right there. That's really cool. So, yeah.
Very nice. Mount Rushmore is number 21. Surprisingly low on the list, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
But fabulous. And the whole trick with Mount Rushmore is, they go, wait till they turn the lights on. So you got to go in late afternoon, late evening.
Okay.
And then they turn the lights on, and all of a sudden the presidents are well lit up. Julie and I were there celebrating our 20th wedding anniversary. So it was 25th wedding anniversary. So it was 5 years ago.
Okay.
In 2020. Yeah, 5 years ago. And it coincidentally was September 11th.
Okay.
So they asked every first responder, firefighter, veteran to all come on stage for the light up. They did a flag lowering, and then they flipped the lights on, and it was great because there must have been 50, 60 people on stage with them at the time there, and it was really very, very moving. Very, very moving. That was great. That's a pretty part of the world.
I did Mount Rushmore as a child, and my grandfather was big into road trips, and he was big into knowing your country. And so he convinced my parents to let him have my brother and I for 2 to 3 weeks to take us on a tour of the United States. So we started in Atlanta and went to the Arch in St. Louis.
Have not been there.
Because it's, the gateway to the West, right? It's not on there. I'm surprised.
Right.
So we started there, and we made our way all the way to Yellowstone and up, went to South Dakota. We ended up going to Mount Rushmore. And so it was kind of late on the trip. And he had been budgeting the trip money, hoping that he could get us a helicopter ride. He didn't tell us that that's why he was budgeting, or that's what his goal was. But he gets there, or we all get there, and we see it from, a great distance. You walk up, and he was a survivor of D-Day in World War II, first wave in D-Day, and he survived.
Fortunately.
So he's not a big hiker, is what I'm getting at that point. I mean, he had been shot through the knee. That's what got him out of the war. And so he wasn't a big hiker. So we're at the, the very first lookout. And he's like, man, it's really hard to see it. I think we need to get closer. And we're like, Granddaddy, we can't. It's a long hike. We can't get closer. And he's like, no, we can. And we drive to the helicopter place. And he went. It was only 2 passengers, so he went with me. He went with my brother because his wife did not want to go. My step-grandmother did not want to go in the helicopter. She's like, I've seen it.
He did it twice.
So he did it twice.
Okay, smart man. He gets the bonus.
Yeah, and I got to go first.
Okay.
Because, if the girl doesn't go first, then the brother's going to psych her out, and she's going to fail. It's like, you don't know me, for one. But,
right, nice try,
I get the theory, but, that's not going to happen.
Right.
So I got to go first, and it was super cool. So I didn't see it with the lights on, but I did get to look up their noses. Yeah. The helicopter.
Right. Could you give me my shears? There's a pine tree growing out of his nose, please.
I could take care of that.
Yeah, exactly. And it's fascinating because, I've been very intrigued by that. And how I always get it backwards because I, juxtapose letters and stuff, but it's Borlam Gustin, or I keep mixing the B and the G of the guy who did it. It's
I can pull it up.
Yeah, it's it's Bustum Gorland or whatever. But he did. Man, that was just purely a labor of love. And there's and they're really regardless of all the talk, there's not a whole lot of room to add anybody else to that right now. And the way the granite is and the way they did the face of that. But it's interesting.
It gave people an interview question.
Yeah, exactly.
Who would you add?
But and that's not one of our 5 questions.
Ooh.
But what's amazing is
Gutson Borlam.
Yeah. I always have a hard time pronouncing that.
Yep.
It's interesting because if you go there, in South Dakota, it's a phenomenal part of the country. First of all, between Mount Rushmore, the Badlands, Devil's Tower.
Yep, we went
and then
there.
You've got the Crazy Horse Monument. And the difference between the Crazy Horse Monument and Mount Rushmore is Crazy Horse is they're carving an entire mountain to look like Crazy Horse on his horse pointing. Now, this was a family of 10 children.
Okay.
The father who started it has passed away. I think only 2 of his children don't work for the organization. A couple of the children are dead. And I figured out that it will be 3rd, if not 4th generation of this family to see it completed. It's going to take that long. And they're moving along, but it's going to take that long.
Yeah.
But in all doing this, it's a lot of private funds. And I'm not quite sure why, some of these deep pocket people just haven't got here's $5 million. Dig faster.
There are people that are mad about it because it is it is a whole mountain
Oh, yeah.
that you are modifying. So it is human modification of a natural environment. So there are people that there is some pushback.
Okay.
So that's probably why you don't have some deep pockets saying,
right.
I'm going to step in and finish financing this. Because
It would be nice.
there's two sides of the PR game on that one.
Yeah.
Because there are people that are mad about Mount Rushmore existing, and it's not the entire mountain that's modified in that case.
Yeah,
So-
but it's there's more mountains over there. I mean, it's not
It's
like
not
this
the only
it's
one.
not like this is the only mountain in South Dakota.
But that might be the only one for some little grasshopper or something.
Could be.
and
Boy,
people
that's
are
always
mad.
it. You get the salamander newt, and all of a sudden everything must come to a screeching halt.
Yes.
They have a Indian school there.
Mhm.
They have a museum of Indian culture.
Mhm.
They do a lot of social work, but they built a whole big complex there, including the school and I don't know, it's exclusively for Native Americans,
Mhm.
but it's big. And then they've got a beautiful museum with all the handcrafts and
Yeah.
everything that's going on there. I mean, war bonnets and a lot of eagle feathers went into the making of that museum. I'll say that.
This Crazy Horse Memorial is so old that it was a big deal that the face looked pretty completed when I was in elementary school. And now we've got the arm, there's a tunnel underneath the arm, and you've got the hand, the finger that's pointing is taking shape. But I mean, it's taking
a long
time.
way to go.
Yeah.
So I said it'll be at least the third, if not the fourth generation of that family to get it done.
And it's wild that you can create sculpture with dynamite.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so crazy. The precision you have to use to do that.
Right, because if his arm falls off, you're shit out of luck. I'm just saying.
There might be more than one mountain in the area, but you're not going to get permission twice.
No, I don't think so.
You've got one shot at
All
that.
right. Number 20 is Diamond Head State Monument, the big crater there in Honolulu. 19, the Golden Gate Bridge. Been there, crossed that.
Mm-hmm.
18, a little trite, but it's the Fountains of Bellagio.
Yeah.
But again, it's TripAdvisor, so
It is TripAdvisor. I mean,
no offense to TripAdvisor.
Would I
but
put that over the Arch in St. Louis? I don't think so.
no.
I mean, the Needle in, what is it, Seattle?
Yeah, the Space Needle. Yeah.
Yeah. Or
You know?
like the brightly colored pools in Yellowstone. Yellowstone's not even
Ooh,
on this
yeah.
list.
No.
I mean,
No. Yeah, you would think Old Faithful might be.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, the Fountains of Bellagio.
I mean, if you want fake, then Vegas is your place.
Oh.
Vegas is fun, but if you're looking for authentic, I don't think Vegas is your location.
we took my in-laws there, and they renewed their wedding vows in one of the little white chapels. It was absolutely adorable. No
That's
Elvis,
cute.
fortunately, was hurt in the making of that vow renewal. But then we said, and now we're going to take you around the world.
Uh-huh.
So we went to New York.
Yep.
We went to the Palazzo
Paris.
in Venice,
Okay.
the Venetian.
Mm-hmm.
We went to Paris.
Yeah.
We went to the Bellagio for Italy.
Mhm.
Oh, we took them all. We went to Caesar's Palace for Rome.
Yeah.
We Luxor
And
for the
Luxor for the
pyramid.
pyramid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. So we did a little worldwide.
I always think of, I've been to Vegas a couple of times, and I always wonder, like, hundreds of years from now, what are people going to think when they find in the sands? Because it will be well preserved, because
Right.
that's what deserts do.
Yeah.
So what are they going to think when they see, oh, there's pyramids here. There's what was the purpose of the Eiffel Tower? There's Eiffel Towers all over.
Right.
Like
I think we should start writing a movie and end it in Vegas, like the end of Planet of the Apes. There you go. All right.
Nice.
Someplace that is close that I haven't been to that I would really like to get to. Talk about opulence and guilt.
Yeah.
And that's GILT, not GUILT.
Yes.
Biltmore Estate.
I know. I've driven past it so many times.
Yeah.
Like, I have legitimately driven past it, but I've always been on a deadline. So we could never, side quest and let's take this exit. I've drunk the wines, and there's art there that I want to see, because there's artists that we've studied in our homeschool that there are examples you can see at the Biltmore. And that's one of the few places I know of that I could go to see examples of their art.
American
so I would
artists
like to
or
do
international? I mean, because they had money to buy everything.
Yeah, they have a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
They have greats from all around.
I would think, yeah.
So it would be a very cool place to go someday. It's just never been on my calendar, because I have family in Georgia, Alabama, and South Carolina. So if I'm driving that way,
Right.
like
It's right in the
I'm
middle.
on a schedule.
Right, well, there you go. All right, so just pad in an extra day so you
I
can
know.
stop.
I've got to.
And then, and we're not there yet because it's only halfway through, but they do it up right for Christmas. And there's a Hallmark movie, which I'm sure we'll be replaying this December.
100%.
Christmas at the Biltmore.
Yeah.
And it was a time travel movie. It was really pretty fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have one Hallmark movie, Christmas movie, that I liked enough that I bought it on DVD.
Which one?
It's called The Spirit of Christmas. And it's like this guy at the very beginning of the movie, this guy gets murdered.
Ooh.
And he's just walking, and you can tell like he sees this front porch and he sees this gorgeous woman on the front porch, and he's home. He's home.
Mm-hmm.
And then gets clocked in the back of the head, drops dead. And then you're in modern time. And so this house they're trying to sell it. The person that owned this house is passed away and the estate's trying to sell it, but they can't get anyone to appraise it. And so, this fiery young woman who's trying to make partner ends up taking charge of this deal because she doesn't care about working on Christmas. And
right. No love in her life. It's all career.
Things transpire from there.
Oh.
So it's not time traveling exactly, but sort of.
Okay. I remember the title, but I haven't seen it. We're yes, I'll admit this in public. We are huge Hallmark fans.
I mean, they're just
it's a cult, and I am a proud cult member.
It's easy, they're fun,
and they really are. And I cry
if you're not taking it seriously, then and if you're like, okay, I've got to get in the spirit of Christmas. I've got to get my Christmas shopping done. Like, it's an easy way to kind of force yourself into the spirit.
They just finished Christmas in July.
Yeah, they did.
So, but it's fascinating because we watched. Hallmark rents an entire cruise ship. I don't know if it was Royal Caribbean or Carnival, and they had 4,000 people on a Christmas cruise for Hallmark. And now, you too can go to Kansas City, Missouri. Unless it's Kansas City, Kansas, but I think it's pretty more. It's
one of the
Kansas City, Missouri. I'm pretty sure it's Kansas City, Missouri. They do something starting in early November, and it's just thousands of people come in to touch the Hallmark stars.
Yeah, right. So weird.
It's fascinating. It really is.
There's a couple of towns that are very common towns that are used as the settings for these movies, and my husband had found one that wasn't in Canada, one that would have been easy for us to get to, and so he was trying to make when I was deep into the Hallmark Christmas movie, I had 3 years there where I would just watch them constantly, and that's when I bought the one. Right. But he was like, maybe for our anniversary we can go. Our anniversary is in November, so it starts to get hopping. In November, it's kind of like Disney.
Kansas City, I'm telling you, they're taking reservations.
All right.
The majority of the cast, the actors, because it's a giant repertory company.
Yeah.
And every movie is formulaic. When you get one that's not, like the time travel at the Biltmore and a couple of the other ones, it's like, whoa, this is something different. Holy cow. But the majority of them are all Canadian actors and actresses, believe it or not, and they do a lot of it in Vancouver.
Yeah.
But it opens in Boston. It opens in Chicago. It opens in New York.
Part of the reason,
stock.
Yeah. Part of the reasons why they're filmed in Canada, though, is because it snows later and it snows earlier there, so they can get the filming in the spring and they can get the filming in the fall, and then you have your white Christmas.
Always. All right, so that's Biltmore State. Antelope Canyon, and I spoke about that.
I've driven through it, but I don't know for sure.
It's around the corner from the Horseshoe Bend in Page, Arizona. One of my favorite places in the world is number 15, the Art Institute of Chicago.
Yeah.
It is a world-class museum right up there with the Louvre and the Metropolitan Museum of Art and the Modern Museum of Modern Art.
Enjoyed it.
Yeah. He had a day off. He took a day off. We go to Chicago every year. We'll be there in September. Go Mets, because seeing the Mets play at Wrigley. And we always make a stop in the Art Institute of Chicago.
Yeah.
I mean, it's American Gothic, Nighthawks, the Ile de Grand Jet. It's not Jetée, it's Jet.
What did you call me?
Yeah, exactly. You learn how to pronounce that thing that, the Surratt, Point de Sloan. It's not, there's a lot of Georgia O'Keeffe. It's just a phenomenal museum. And you turn around and go, wait, I know that painting. I know that painting.
Yeah.
It really is. It's
because so many movies were filmed there in the 80s,
Yeah.
so it's familiar. Yeah, I've only flown through Chicago. I've never spent any time there.
It's a great. If they didn't have winter, I would be very happy there. But their winter is brutal. Brutal.
I think you would be considered conservative in Chicago.
Really? It's that's possible.
Yeah.
That is possible. Garden of the Gods in Colorado Springs. I know Troy has been there. I have not.
My husband's been there, but he was on a work trip that I didn't go on.
Statue of Liberty is number 13.
I just told that story
lady
on the show. I went into the Statue of Liberty. We went into the Crown, and I accidentally assaulted a man that almost punched my dad in the face as a result. I was like 6 or 7, and my dad's trying to keep me interested. And like we're playing tag, and like he would kind of. And so I run up behind a guy in jeans and smack him 2 hands right on his butt. And he turned around like ready to deck somebody. And my dad, who I don't know if he's ever had to be in a fight, was like, oh, no, it was an accident. I'm so sorry. And I almost start crying. It was the whole thing. But I did get to go into the Crown. It is a very pretty view.
Okay. The number 12 is Chihuly Garden and Glass in Seattle. Dale Chihuly is a glass artist. You familiar with him?
Well, yeah, absolutely. My husband loves him. He had a gallery in Sedona where we honeymooned, and we were trying to figure out like what's the cheapest piece of Chihuly that we could buy. Like, could we please? Yeah, no way. Did not happen.
Yeah, I'll put it to you this way: not inexpensive, because you know who has the most Chihulys? Casinos.
Yes, 100%.
There's a giant one at Mohegan Sun. There's a bunch of them at Bellagio.
At the Atlantis in the Bahamas, there's a ton.
Yeah, I mean, his work is magnificent.
When my husband and I go to Seattle at some point, we're going to have to go there because he loves Chihuly.
Okay, I can understand why. The Iolani Palace in Honolulu, which is now a museum, that was the King's Palace.
I spent most of my time in Hawaii on the Big Island, and so I miss the Honolulu things.
Yeah, I lived in Honolulu for 3 months after college on my way to Australia. People said, what are you doing now that you graduated college? Well, I wasn't going to law school, which is probably, the world is better off. I don't know if I am, but the world may be. Maybe not. Maybe not. I was a big Clarence Darrow fan. I could fight the good fight. Yeah, the Iolani Palace is kind of neat. It's like right in the middle of Honolulu. Yeah. And it's a museum. But now you've got Jason Momoa doing his all Polynesian cast, or primarily Polynesian cast, Chief of War.
Yeah.
We watched about 3 minutes of it, and Julie said, not for me. So I'll be watching it by myself. I'm presuming it is. Yeah. And it's all about unifying the Hawaiian Islands.
Yeah. And I mean, that is his heritage. And I told my husband he's finally big enough that he could get someone to back a passion project because he wanted to bring his heritage to the fore. So I could totally, like, it's cool that he's getting to do that.
Yeah, it's on Apple. I'll watch it.
I'm pretty sure, again, I've driven past it, but you have to, because we were there, to catch a flight to the Big Island. So we were there for like 18 hours twice. And so we had to drive past it, but I haven't been inside.
Here's number 10. Been in the news a lot lately. Alcatraz.
Well, not this one. This one hasn't been in the news. Well,
no, it did, because they wanted to reopen it. Yeah, exactly, because that would. I mean, you have to tank in your water.
Yeah.
There's it's just impractical.
Yeah. I mean, there's probably logistical things that we could do differently from in today's world than from the way
Al Capone.
It was done back in the day.
Yeah, I would think so. But again, why? I mean, it's a great museum. It's
I watched
very popular.
that movie, The Rock.
Yeah.
It didn't go well when they tried to reopen it.
No.
That's a great movie, by the way.
Yeah, but Ed Harris always ends up being the maniacal, former pissed off.
No. Not in The Abyss. That was the first time I ever saw Ed Harris.
Oh, yeah. He was great until he stared becoming the crazed veteran.
So when I first started seeing him as a bad guy, I was like, no, this is not Ed Harris.
Right, exactly. I mean, he was an astronaut on the right stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no doubt about it.
It's great in The Abyss. That's a good movie too.
Yeah, it was a little deep for me.
Yeah, of course. Me liking a movie under the water. Weird. Very on brand.
Number 9 is the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Also a wonderful place. Museum. I can just sit there and unless they moved them, Monet's Water Lilies.
Yeah, they had a big Monet exhibit there. I took my mom when the Monet exhibit is there because my mom's favorite artist is Monet.
Absolutely. Oh, I'll tell you a story in 1 second, but I don't know if they've since moved them, but there was 3 panels of them, and they were in the ante room on the way into the members' dining room.
Yeah.
And it was like just off the beaten path. So if you weren't going that way, you wouldn't see them.
Yeah.
But they're magnificent. And then I was in France, and I'm walking around the. I'm not sure if it was the Jus de Paume or the Tuileries, but those two buildings. One was the Orange Grove, and one was the tennis courts at the far end of the Louvre. And I'm walking, and there was a Picasso exhibit there, and with some of his giants and things. It was fabulous. And there's a little paper sign, like loose leaf paper, taped to the wall next to a door, and it said "Les Mêmes Faces." And I said, "Okay." And there was an arrow point. So I go down these stairs. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just going down these stairs, and I walk into. It was like you walked into church or temple or the most somber place you've ever been in. It was quiet. It was serene, and it was the room that they built for Monet's water lilies.
Okay.
And it was an oval room, and they were all around you. And it was one of the most moving experiences I've ever had. Yeah. First of all, because it was happenstance that I went down there, and it was and this was his gift to France after World War I, as a way to try to pacify the world in a fashion that we've just come through this horrible conflict. We've lost millions of people. Let's put some beauty and light back in the world. And it's just, and that was just, that was just, thank you, universe.
And the water lilies are much larger than you expect.
Oh yeah, they're
you
full
typically
panels.
see like little prints of them, like postcards,
Right.
and it's the full wall is the water lilies,
and long.
They're huge,
for sure,
yeah.
Absolutely.
They take up an entire room.
Yep,
Sure.
And it was built for that. Yeah, it was fabulous. Number 8 is the National Museum of World War II Aviation in Colorado Springs, which is where the U.S. Air Force Academy is. Beautiful, beautiful cathedral there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and some of the freshest air I've ever breathed. Breathed. That. But gorgeous, and the cross behind the altar is propellers.
Nice.
Yeah, it's really great. Number 7, Brooklyn Bridge. Been across it. Yep.
Been across it lots.
Yep. Every now and again they keep opening one of the I forget what they call them. They're not canyons, but there's hollows in the pillars that are supporting it, and they put a whole bunch of civil defense stuff in there.
Okay.
Every now and again, they'll take out a can of crackers from like 1947.
Oh, so like food stockpiles?
Yeah. Not yummy.
What an interesting place to store food stockpiles.
Yep. Here's a little, we're back to local now.
Okay.
John Pennekamp Coral Reef State Park in Key Largo.
I'm sure I went there as a child because we went all the way to Key West, and the whole point of going all the way to Key West was to see the cool stuff of the Keys. But I can't for sure say.
Okay. This is Troy's favorite place because he used to probably sneak in there when he was a kid, the Stetson Mansion in DeLand, Florida.
I've been to Stetson University.
Yeah, me too.
But not Stetson Mansion.
Yeah, we had the son of very dear friends of ours, Thomas, went to Stetson. Man has a beautiful voice, and we actually went there for one of their Christmas concerts.
Yeah.
It was fabulous.
Yeah, Stetson was in communication with my high school choir about trying to get singers from my high school there.
Yeah, they're big on that.
So, yeah.
Yeah, and it was coincidental when we were for the Christmas concert. It was their Christmas parade.
Okay.
And DeLand is constantly voted one of the top main streets in the country.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Number 4, it's a gimme, Central Park.
Yeah.
It's big.
Strawberry Fields is there.
Yep.
There's a castle there.
There's a zoo. There's the Alice in Wonderland statue. Skating rink.
And Peter Pan.
Yep.
It's a very cool park.
Number 3 is in Memphis, Tennessee, and that's Sun Studios. It's a tiny little building on a corner.
Yeah. And that's where Elvis started, right?
That's where Elvis, Johnny Cash, Jerry Lee Lewis, and I always forget the fourth one. It's Jerry Lee Lewis, Johnny Cash, Elvis Presley, and for crying out loud, I can't even remember the name of the show now, which was Don't Get Old.
Yeah, it's tough. Well, it's better than the alternative.
That's very true. Except I won't remember what the alternative was at this point, at this rate. Oh man, and the show is great too. All right, there's a fourth guy. It'll come to me at some point. But that was great because they do a nice little tour there. You see Elvis is like the
Roy Orbison. That's what Blake says.
Might have been.
Pretty Woman?
No, I know who Roy Orbison is, but I don't think he was him. $1 Million Quartet was the show.
Okay.
The $1 Million Quartet. Lake, while you're driving, come on, produce the show for us. We're crying out loud.
I know what that.
Who is the fourth of the $1 Million Quartet? Might have been Roy Orbison. I don't doubt Blake, you know. It's really neat because they have Elvis's diploma, a whole bunch of gold records.
Yeah.
And it's just this little scrawny building there. No, it wasn't Conway Twitty. The show was
let's see. Who we got? Got Elvis Presley, Jerry Lee Lewis, Carl Perkins,
That's
Johnny
who
Cash.
it was Carl Perkins. Yep,
All right.
it was Carl Perkins. Yep, indeed. So that was Sun Studio in Memphis. That we did that the same day we did Graceland, or the day after,
Yeah,
because
that
we were there
makes
in Memphis for a wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Ate at Gus's Fried Chicken, allegedly the best fried chicken in the country.
Allegedly.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was good. It was a little disconcerting because we were there with family because it was a family wedding.
I beat you, Blake.
It was family wedding.
Uh-huh.
So we're eating this really great fried chicken, but we're doing it outside at a park.
Yeah.
Under a statue that was commemorating right along the Mississippi,
Yeah.
commemorating yellow fever victims. It was not uplifting.
I mean,
No.
that's a little.
Number 2 is the Empire State Building.
Been to the top
Me too. Yep.
twice.
Yep.
So I
Ooh.
have pictures from the top shot on a 35 millimeter camera. That includes the Empire State Building. From the first time I went to New York City, again, my choir in my high school was decent enough that we got invited as part of choirs all over the nation were invited to sing in Carnegie Hall on Easter Sunday.
Nice.
So we got to do that with a very famous composer. Very cool experience. So I went to Central Park. So I have Central Park and also Empire State Building. So I have pictures all the way around the view from Empire State Building and of high school Amanda on the observation deck. And then I got to take my husband and my daughter and my mom. We all went back together when my daughter was a baby. So I have pre 9/11 views and post 9/11 views. So
yeah,
it's
a different skyline.
Yeah,
it's a different skyline.
For sure.
And the number 1 most visited place or places you need to go to according to TripAdvisor is just down the block.
Yeah.
Kennedy Space Center.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I've been a born and raised Floridian whole life. I didn't go to Kennedy Space Center until like maybe 10 years ago. I was on the wrong coast.
Yeah, this winter when our friends from Chicago come back, I think we're putting that on the agenda. I was there so long ago that there was basically the original 7 astronauts. I mean, I was way young. I might have been 6 or 7 at the time, so that would have been the early 60s, mid 60s.
Yeah.
And I remember a big giant granite 7 memorializing the seven starting astronauts. That was pretty cool. So yeah, so that's an interesting list.
It is. I don't know if I agree with the list.
Well, you know, there's definitely some omissions. Well, what do you think is missing?
So let's see. I would say, as much as the National Museum of World War II Aviation is a cool place, like how is Bourbon Street not on the list?
Or Old Faithful.
Or Old Faithful. I mean, there's
San Francisco Chinatown.
Yeah. I mean, even the fish market at Seattle, or we mentioned the Needle.
Right.
I mean, there's lots of places. Antelope Canyon's on here, but the Badlands aren't, or Yellowstone,
right,
or even Yosemite. Like, you know, I don't know if I agree.
What about the Hollywood sign even?
I mean, yeah.
You know.
It's so funny that the Hollywood sign exists because rock stars found out that you could just buy the letters. That's why it's still in existence.
Okay.
It had been put up. It was Hollywood Land.
Exactly.
It had been put up.
Yeah.
And Hollywood was still there, but it had fallen into disrepair. And who was it? It's from is one of the like classic rock stars that during the, you know, heavy metal birth days. He's a Christian now. He plays golf. I think he's the first one that bought it, and he bought the O.
Okay.
And he bought it in memory of one of his friends who had an O in their name.
Okay. And
because he bought it, then he told other stars about it, and each of the letters got purchased, and they're all with fully funded, like vested trusts to keep them in good repair.
Nice.
And that's why the Hollywood sign still exists.
That's great.
I can't remember. Alice Cooper. I think it's Alice Cooper bought the O.
That would make sense. Okay.
And he bought it in honor of someone that you're like, he was good friends with Alice Cooper.
Oh, okay.
I'll have to fact check it.
Okay,
I think that's who it was.
All right.
Do we want to move into 5 questions? Because we're 45 minutes in.
Yeah, absolutely. These are some good questions I have. So you get yourself prepared.
All right.
So, of course, Blake is going Yankee Stadium, Fenway Park, the Rose Bowl.
I know. Right. None of your stadiums.
Not Wrigley? Come on, Blake. Oh, my goodness. All right. So I have 5 questions for you. Troy's going to be so sad he misses these good questions. I'm going to have to start all over with new ones for next week.
Alice Cooper bought the O. He was the first one to purchase a letter in the Hollywood sign. He bought it in 1978, and he bought it as a tribute to his friend Groucho Marx.
That's a pairing that I would not have expected.
Right, exactly. That's why I remember.
Okay.
So he bought it, and that I knew it was someone that you wouldn't expect. So Groucho Marx, that's why he bought the O for Groucho. And so it's...
Very cool, Alex.
Yeah.
Alice? Yeah.
Alice.
Mr. Cooper.
And so that's why other rock stars, so you can go down the rabbit hole of finding out who owns each of the letters. I will. And it's a fun one.
We might be able to talk about that on Bollocks tomorrow
Thursday.
There you go. Thank you very much. All right. So your first question.
Okay.
If you could be any animal, which one would you choose?
Any animal. So the easy one's dolphin. I'm not going to give the easy one. I'm not going to give that one because that's kind of the given. I would say if I could be any animal other than a dolphin, I'd say a giraffe.
Ooh, long neck.
Okay. Long neck, vegetarian, which is very off-brand for me.
Okay.
But can mess you up just with a kick. It's kind of hilarious how much damage they can do with a single kick. But they're graceful. They can see everything.
Right.
I really like giraffes. For some reason.
And for me, who goes to a standing room only concert or a non-seated concert, I can't see in front of me. So that would not be a bad one either.
You don't even have to buy a ticket.
Nope.
You just have to get close enough to the fence.
Yeah. I would think I would do something like one of the big cats, like something nice and sleek, like a jaguar.
Okay.
Or a cheetah, and be very swift.
All right.
It's swift cheetah. Okay.
So one of the smaller of the big cats then.
Yes.
Small and fast.
Well, then it links, and then you get the weird eyebrows.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could make your eyebrows that way.
I have no problem doing that.
We got some wax. We can just.
Oh, my eyebrows do it all the time. I get chided for that from time to time.
You've got enough hair. We could do it. That could be your Halloween costume. We could do the ears.
Okay.
With your hair and the eyebrows. See?
All right. People make fun of me for the lousy movie that Cats was.
You'd probably look better than James Corden.
That's true. That's true.
Terrible.
I may not sing and dance as well as him, but by that same token, I'll be in better shape. There was a very interesting movie.
Blake says he would be a mosquito so he could pester people. Well, then I'd be jealous because I'm used to you just pestering me, Blake.
There was a Colin Farrell movie from 2015 called The Lobster.
All right.
It's an interesting movie. It's a little out there. It's about people who either their significant other passed away or they've been single for so long, and they are taken to this hotel where they have 45 days to create a relationship with somebody, romantic or otherwise, but they have 45
like Love
days.
Island?
I'm sorry, sort of. But at the end of those 45 days, if you don't create a relationship, you are turned into whatever your animal is.
Oh.
And then let free in the wood to go try to see if you can find a relationship with a different species.
Interesting.
So,
Rachel Weisz is in it. She's a pretty lady.
Yep.
John
And
C. Reilly.
yeah, and Colin Farrell, not to bury the lead, but his choice is a lobster.
Interesting.
Yeah. It was a good movie. It's a little avant, but a good movie. Okay. Here's one for you.
An absurdist black comedy drama art film.
It's very art film. Yes.
On Wikipedia.
Yes. Yeah. Small theater. Exactly.
Absurdist black comedy drama art. Okay.
Which musical instrument would you like to master?
Oh, we did this one on Question of the Day, and I learned trumpet a little bit. I did not master it when I was in middle school. I would probably do guitar or piano. I've learned piano a little bit. I'd probably do guitar.
See, I played
Very
trombone,
basic,
baritone, and valve trombone in band all the way through high school.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't pursue it in college because to be in the Cornell marching band, it was a pass-fail class. And if you missed one rehearsal or class, you failed. That was a little draconian for my taste going into
That's
college.
the way Clemson was with grammatical errors when my dad was in college.
Wow.
If you made one grammatical error in a paper, you failed the paper.
That's a little harsh. Whew.
My dad always proofread my papers in
I'm
school.
sure. Holy cow. My goodness, what a skill to have, however.
Right?
Well, I've been traumatized since summer camp when Erica Lieberman told me my fingers were too fat to play the guitar.
So that means you have to play it.
Oh, no, I'll go with
You
piano.
have to learn it.
I'll go with piano.
Okay.
I mean, guitar is pretty cool because you can pick it up and take it with you and chicks dig it. But I think piano is really a phenomenal instrument.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the sound that I mean, all instruments, the music that people make is just mesmerizing at times.
For sure.
Yep.
I've always been told because of how long my fingers are,
Mm-hmm.
big my hands are, that I should play piano.
Okay. Very good.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Erica, I've grown into my hands, or I've lost weight in my fingers. So guitar.
I don't know what just happened. Is that the girl that told you?
Yeah. She was lovely.
That could have gone.
And she could play guitar.
Could have gone a couple of different directions.
No. Yeah,
Like,
no.
Random girl.
About the guitar. No.
Read them and weep.
No, exactly. Your favorite Orlando theme park ride?
Mm-hmm. My favorite Orlando theme park ride. So my favorite is because of the good memories I have with my kids on the rides. I think the new Snow White ride is fun, and and like Splash Mountain, that's fun. I have really great memories with my son on those two rides, so I love those. Haunted Mansion's so much fun with my kids, and the Aerial ride is so much fun with my kids. Like
Buckets Across.
So the Aerial ride is kind of like Haunted Mansion in that you have it's not a coffin or a hearse shape. It's a seashell. So you're in a seashell and you kind of people mover around you go under the sea.
Oh.
And when it opened in my oldest daughter's lifetime. And so we rode on it when it was brand new in the phase when it wasn't like officially open, the soft opening. We were there one night and it was open. And so it was just so cool to be with her. And she was like, I don't know, 7 maybe. And your shell turns backwards and you go down at an angle and the light and the bubbles and everything. So it looks, and they make it colder. So it's like you're going under the sea at that point. And there was a time when, that was just magic for her, and you're under the sea. And so we'd like hold our breath when we would go under the sea, and then we'd be down there, and then you come back up above the sea and you're with her when she has her legs. And so that's probably.
Oh, okay.
I've got very good memories.
It all comes clear to me now.
Yeah. Ariel,
the mermaid, yes. Not Ariel like in the air.
No, not that one.
Okay, that's where I was getting confused.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it makes so much more sense
Ariel
now.
Ride.
Okay. No, that's fine. It's just I was just thinking,
yeah, the Little Mermaid ride.
There used to be those things that would the Skyway that used to go across.
Which my kids do not love those kind of rides. They get very nervous because like ski lifts, we did a bunch of them in Gatlinburg, and they kind of creak, and you go through the little like towers and
every time
you go through the rollers
rumble,
and they're flatlanders, my kids. They do not love them. I'm like, this is so much fun. You can see everything. This is awesome. And they're like, we're gonna fall. They don't trust him.
He's still hawking me from the road in Georgia.
Of course he is.
We've got 2 questions left. We'll be fine. We have 7 minutes.
You know what? I've got the button, sir. Yeah. I can end the show whenever I want to. So there.
Ooh, mutiny. I like it.
I mean, keep talking, buddy boy.
We ain't getting paid before.
All night.
Right, exactly. All right, here's an easy one for you. Ocean, pool, or lake?
Ocean, pool, or lake. It's ocean.
Okay. Yeah. Me too.
I don't do still water.
No. Oceans are great. Lakes are kind of weird depending on where it is. I just like water where I can, it's clear.
Pool's easiest. Like if I'm going to like hang out and drink, I'm going to a pool. But if I had the choice of where I would be every day, if I had no other responsibilities, it would be on the beach in the ocean. Yeah,
which is good because then you can body surf or you can enjoy the waves. Exactly. And if you have to go to the bathroom in a hurry, you feel less problematic peeing in the ocean than you do in the pool.
I do not pee in the ocean.
You don't?
No.
Okay.
predators seek out body fluids. I'm not doing that.
See, this is what I need to learn from a marine biologist.
Everyone talks about like, oh, if you have a cut, get out of the ocean. It's not just that.
Okay.
When things are scared and hurt, they have a tendency to pee and poop as well. Like sharks come for any excrement or body fluid.
Right.
I'm not.
Good to know.
No.
All right.
No, thank you.
All right. So, what is your go-to diner standard breakfast?
It's 2 to 3 eggs over medium bacon.
Toast?
If I'm gonna do, I'd rather have a biscuit than toast.
Okay. If the biscuits are good.
Biscuit with grape jelly.
Okay.
Yeah. Like a buttery biscuit with grape jelly.
And if you veer off, how far off would you veer if you're not going to have just bacon and eggs? What would you try?
I'd probably do like some sort of cheesy, meaty omelet or quiche.
Okay. I'm a 2 over easy. Usually sausage patty.
Yeah.
And whole wheat toast dry. And my pet peeve with
dry
that
toast.
Yeah, because I put the egg yolk on it.
Okay.
Yeah. I soak the egg in it.
Okay.
Yeah. But what I find, what I forget to mention often, because I'll eat 1 piece of toast, they give you 2 pieces of toast, and I think it's a waste of a piece of bread. So I try to remember to say, just 1 piece of toast will be fine, please, because I hate to, leave a whole piece of toast on the plate.
I'm a picky eater, but I'm fine like pulling things off myself for the most part. But I don't want them to give it to me and it just get wasted.
That's why I try to ask for 1 piece instead of.
Then I'm torn between like, okay, if I think it's not going to bother the server, then I'll be like, you don't need to give me that because like I don't want to throw away and like it's going to get wasted.
Which is considerate.
But it's annoying for the server because then the server has to be like, know this, know that, know this, know that.
Well, nowadays they're sitting at the table doing it on their little toast hand pad, so it's nowhere much of a challenge anymore.
Yeah, it's not like it was in the old days with the notepads.
Right, exactly. Which is less. Well, I was going to say less problem with the notepads, but then you had handwriting issues.
You get lost.
Yeah.
Handwriting issues, things get lost.
Yeah.
You get the people that are sitting there and they're like, I don't have my food.
Yeah.
Everybody else has been served. And you go back in your book and you're like, oh yeah, I didn't cross that off.
Eggs Benedict is groovy.
Send that to the kitchen.
Yep. Kathy, that's a default for me, Eggs Benedict, but I'm a corned beef hash and eggs kind of guy.
Yeah.
Poached eggs, but there's nothing worse than getting poached eggs and having them be watery.
Yeah.
Because sometimes they'll give them in the cup, but good
I've
poached
never
egg.
really risked a poached egg.
Good poached egg is a good thing.
Imagine.
Nowadays, I remember when I was a kid, my grandmother would eat soft boiled eggs, and that was kind of not quite cooked.
Yeah.
So that was a little off-putting for me.
Mm-hmm.
But like when you get the egg with the little albumin the white is still a little translucent.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway. So, Mr. Blevins, we have 3 minutes left, and I'm going to ask a sixth question, because we have time.
Bonus question.
Thank you.
Take that.
Lobster roll, hot or cold, Connecticut or Maine?
No lobster.
No.
I am not a crustacean eater.
Oh, allergic or just no preference?
No bueno on most seafood.
Huh.
Just about all.
Okay.
I was just going to say, like, soft-boiled eggs are kind of like sushi, not everybody's cup of tea.
Right, for sure.
Yeah. I'm not a seafood person.
Oh.
And so there was a very brief time in my life that I did pageants, and I was, for a very brief time, Miss Florida preteen. And my family made fun of me that I couldn't be Miss Florida preteen because I did not like orange juice at the time, and I did not eat seafood. They're like, how can Miss Florida preteen not drink orange juice or eat seafood? I'm like, well, more for you guys.
I think they were all just jealous.
Yeah.
Okay. Which is interesting because I'm not a big fish eater, but I love seafood and shellfish.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoy scallops, but so much scallops nowadays are frozen.
Yeah.
And it really just is not a great product. But if you get a less than 24-hour-old diver scallop, which is, they're not hand diving, by the way, but they're called diver scallops because they're the big ones.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good scallop.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I've heard there's like fake crab meat out there that's basically like stingrays.
Skate wings.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're punching out skate wings. Yeah. Yeah, scallops. Yeah, they'll take a skate wing and they'll punch it out with a cutter. Yeah, not good. Yeah. And then, and they're not, a good scallop could be like, good $50 size and thick. Yeah. Little white butter sauce on it. Life ain't bad.
I'm all about the butter sauce. I am not about the seafood.
Okay.
It's just not my thing.
You got-
I did have lobster once because I lived on a schooner, and our like final meal right
Mhm.
before we went into Boston Harbor was to have a lobster dinner, sunset cruise lobster dinner. So we left our boat to get on a different boat and went around the Boston Harbor and the coastline of Massachusetts, and we did have lobster. And so this is my first whole lobster, and it's my only option for food. So like, okay, I'm in Massachusetts. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna eat it. I get a female that's just coated in eggs. I'm like, great. So excited right now. I ate some of it because, when in Rome or Massachusetts.
Right.
But yeah.
And I'm ambivalent because a Maine lobster roll is tossed in a light mayonnaise dressing, and a Connecticut lobster roll is cold, and a Connecticut lobster roll is warm with butter.
Yeah.
So your lobster is tossed in butter.
Okay.
And they're both delicious.
I mean, the more butter, the better, right? It's got to be.
Yeah.
I eat escargot just because it's
Ah.
garlic butter toast. It's the small price to pay just to eat unabashed giant chunks of buttered garlic toast. I can do that.
Yeah, when I worked at Beals up in Maine, we would do our buttered lobster roll, our Connecticut lobster rolls, and we had three choices. You had garlic butter, straight plain butter, and buffalo butter. Like hot sauce butter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's your lobster roll. Guess what?
We made it.
Yep.
We survived.
Yeah,
and guess what? It's 6:01, Blake.
And they just made it to Florida. They just crossed the border.
Blevins boys.
Welcome almost home.
All right. Thank you guys for hanging out with us for Bollocks this evening, and we'll be back with regularly scheduled programming tomorrow.
Right.
Bye,
Amanda will be in the morning, and Troy will hopefully be here in the afternoon. But we'll be back. Have a lovely night.
Troy will be here in the morning, too.
Yeah.
That's what I heard. Bye.
Yeah, we hope so.